Hello everyone, Chris from ExcaliburCCG.com along with Randy. Today we are talking about the new comics hitting the shelves May 1st, 2013. Keep watching. Hey everyone, thanks for pressing play. We really appreciate it. Our views have surpassed 1,200 views on YouTube now, which is awesome. And we're going to keep up the work with this video talking about the new comic books hitting the shelves this week. Going to start off with DC Comics, some things that are hitting the shelves you may want to check out. Randy's got some stuff he's going to talk about that he's expecting and excited about. What are you starting off with DC?
First is Earth 2, number 12. In Earth 2, you've had the Wonder Woman's daughter, the Fury. You've had Dr. Fate, and you've just had an introduction of Miracle Man and Big Barda. So you have all these new characters that they're bringing in here. It looks like they're going to be building up something big with this. It's the 12th issue. It's been going for a year now, so I'm expecting a lot from this issue.
Well, speaking of Earth 2, we had the Earth 2 annual number 1 a little while back that introduced their new Batman.
No, that is this month.
That's this month. That's this month it's coming out. Okay.
Later on this month. That one is also something that I'll be excited to pick up.
Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. Sorry about that. Also, another new issue from DC Comics that we talked about in our solicits videos that we did for May. It's out this month. Is the Movement number 1 by Gail Simone and Freddie Williams the second.
The second, yes.
Yeah. It looks interesting. I'm going to check it out. Freddie Williams is doing total art, so he's penciling and inking. He's not coloring. There's a colorist on the book, but it looks interesting. And it ties into the other book coming out later on this month called The Green Team.
The Green Team, right?
Yeah.
With this, you have your straightforward teen superhero book like Teen Titans. Here, it looks like you're getting some outcasts, some characters maybe you're going to be familiar with, a lot that you're not going to be familiar with. It almost seems like they're the new 52's version of the Outsiders to me. Yeah. So that could be what we're looking at here, something a lot of people are going to come by and check out tomorrow.
Yeah, Gail Simone. If you're a fan of Gail Simone, this is definitely worth picking up and checking out. So I'll be taking a peek at it myself. You should too. Yeah. Moving on, what else have you got on the list there?
We've got Action Comics number 20 coming out. That's nice. Continuing now solo Tony Daniels run on Action Comics, and it's only going to be a story arc here, but the story that Andy Diggle started, he's going to continue with solo. So
that's right. He's finishing out that same. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Right. Art and writing choice there. So if you liked him on Detective Comics, you're going to get his writing now on Action.
Cool.
Action Comics. And also, you might want to throw out there, it's a little bit late, but the Aquaman number 19 is here. So we have the gatefold cover that's got the shocking interior as to what might be going on. So yeah, if you've been scrounging around trying to pick up all the different gatefold covers, remember this one came out a little bit late. You definitely want to get that one for your collection.
And I heard about what the
big shocker.
The shocker at the end. I'm not going to spoil it, but I heard about it, so we'll see. We'll see what goes on with Aquaman.
Yeah. The King.
Aquaman's pretty awesome on that new Injustice game.
I think that it's definitely helping him here. It's helping his cool factor.
You got anything else you want to cover about DC Comics this week?
I think we've covered everything with DC.
All right, cool. We are moving on. Another hardcover actually coming from DC Comics that's out this week is the second part of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo adaptation that DC Comics has been doing with art by Leonardo Manco.
All right, Manco. Gritty, kind of tough movie for a lot of people. Tough book to read. You're going to get someone to do that art. That's the person to do it. So this is the second volume of the first book, so of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, and we have both of them. We had the first hardcover, which is the first part of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and this week comes out the second hardcover, which is the second part in the completion of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo comic adaptation in hardcover form.
And before you ask your local comic book shop, that's the only style that it's come out in so far as the hardcover, so that's the only way you can get it.
Yeah, that's definitely worth picking up and taking a look at for Manco's art. I'm a fan. I like what he's done. I've seen from him in the past. So.
I loved it.
Be sure and check that out. Moving on to new Marvel comics this week, we do have Age of Ultron number 7 hitting the shelves.
That's right, a lot of time travel.
A lot of time travel. It's like this year Marvel discovered time travel and was like, hey,
they borrowed the Flash's treadmill there.
The cosmic treadmill.
That's right.
And now they're writing all these several stories, it seems, with some time travel involved. But you got a break from it last week. This week you get to pick it up again.
Right.
Still continuing the story. I'm interested.
Loving it.
Last issue was, I mean, there was some brutal moments in there. It was pretty breathtaking.
Right. And that, issues are flying off the shelf here. We've said, come by, pick them up. Going to have a lot harder time, but still, come by, pick up this issue here. You're going to love it. You're going to be a little shocked by some things. I guarantee you they're going to be happening here. People might look a little different, but yeah, it's still going to be awesome.
And what was nice was, for me, was last week's Wolverine the X-Men AU issue. That was interesting. As a matter of fact, if you go back and get issue 6, you should read just like the first few pages of issue 6 of Age of Ultron.
Right.
Then read Wolverine and the X-Men AU 27, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And then read the rest of issue 6, because it fits that slot right there, and you see some changes that look like they're going to affect the rest of the Age of Ultron storyline.
Right.
So that was pretty cool.
Not just the rest of the storyline, but on into the summer and on into next year with a certain favorite Canadian character there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, some long-lasting effects. It's what's rumored to be, but probably will be.
Yeah. What else you got from Marvel?
We've also got the new Iron Man number 9. That's going to be the start of this secret history of Tony Stark.
That's right.
What's going on? There's some Area 51 stuff happening there. I think this is Del Eaglesham on art.
I think so, yeah.
And beautiful art there. Loved when he did Justice Society, and so he'll be coming in, filling in for a couple of issues for Greg Land. That's one of the top on my list from Marvel. I've also got Thanos Rising number 2.
Number 2, yes. Continuing that storyline. First issue was good. I'm looking forward to. I'm giving Jason Aaron a chance.
Right.
Is what I'm doing, because he really hasn't failed me. I got to be honest with you. I like Jason Aaron. I love what he's doing on Thor: God of Thunder.
Right.
Love what he did on Punisher. He was saying on Marvel's YouTube channel on a video that this is like the darkest that he's written for Marvel. And that was even including Punisher, the Punisher stuff that he did.
Punisher or Wolverine in Hell.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what's going on. He set up a lot of stuff for me. He set up a lot of stuff in that first issue.
Right.
So I want to see where it goes.
I'm sure most viewers and most who read this issue want to figure out who this mysterious girl is.
Yeah.
Who's, controlling things, or seems to be controlling things.
Exactly. What else for you? Along with the Iron Man number 9 hitting shelves, telling the secret origin of Tony Stark, we also have Iron Man 258.1 that hits this week by fan favorite creators Bob Layton and David Michelinie. This is a 4-part mini-series supposed to come out weekly. So we got 258.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. But this is supposed to be picking up with their story that they did with the Armor Wars back in the day.
Right, with number 258.
With number 258. And then it also kind of has maybe a little bit of a tie-in with the new Iron Man 3 movie that's out. There might be some connection there. So if you're a fan of Bob Layton and David Michelinie and what they did back in the day, you can check out this new
You won't need
miniseries.
You won't need a cosmic treadmill. You can just come in and pick up their old. You'll feel like you're time traveling there, reading classic work from.
Like you step back in time, baby.
That's right.
But be sure and check that out along with the secret origin of Iron Man that's starting with this new issue hitting the shelves this week.
Right.
Moving on. Also out from Marvel this week is Hawkeye number 10.
Number 10. I don't know if this is going to pick up where the last issue left off. Some of them seem to loosely pick up from the previous issue, but kind of tell their own individual single story. All I know is that this one is going to be drawn by Francisco Francavilla. I love his art, so I'm definitely this is a real treat for me this week.
Awesome. Also, Superior Spider-Man number 9.
Should have let in with the drum roll there on that one.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be the issue that Dan Slott said is going to make people even more mad than what they did at the beginning. Even the event that led to Superior Spider-Man.
Right. I think most people have been reading the book, probably have the same theory I have. I'm not going to mention it just in case. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to, but probably have the same theory I do here about what's going to happen in this issue. But this is supposed to be, who is the superior Spider-Man? Is it this Phantasm Peter Parker, or is it Doc Ock?
Or is it Doc Ock? This is the issue that's going to tell us. So,
right.
And both 9 and 10 are coming out this month. So,
right.
So be sure you pick up those issues if you want to find out who the Superior Spider-Man really is. So, also for me, Indestructible Hulk, I'm a fan. I'm totally digging Mark Waid and what he's doing on the book. This issue number 7 continues the storyline of the Hulk and Thor in Asgard with time travel.
Simonson there
exactly
on art, so some classic art.
Exactly. So exactly. And he really hasn't. It still looks good to me.
Yeah,
it looks good to me. I'm digging it.
Very distinct style. I've always been kind of a fan of how he draws the knee pads or whatever there on Thor. He goes kind of crazy with them. It's a cool style.
That's very cool. Very cool. What else here from
Marvel? I'm pretty good with it.
That's pretty much it for. I'm pretty good too.
I gave you some highlights, some stuff to check out. You have some things to also check out there, but.
Oh, I should mention all new X-Men 11 because we get to see what's going on. You should know this by now, but
we won't say who.
Okay, I won't say who, but the person that left the original X-Men team that traveled through time to where they are now, one of them leaves and joins Cyclops, and this continues on a little bit about who left and what's going on with Cyclops.
You've seen it in Uncanny X-Men already.
You're right.
But now you get to see how the original team reacts, how Wolverine and the others at the school there react to it. So, yeah, that is a good one to mention there.
They spoiled it with Uncanny X-Men when the whole storyline was all through all new X-Men.
Yeah, I wasn't a real big fan of that. But
and again, a time travel story, and it's like Marvel found out about time travel this year and said, hey, let's do some time travel stories.
But, 1, 2, 3 that we've mentioned have all been really good stories, so I can't complain too much.
No complaints there. And that's it from Marvel. From us, moving on. Well, we've talked about DC Comics and we've talked about Marvel Comics. Now we're moving on to a couple of items coming from Image Comics this week. Most notably,
10 grand.
10 grand. 10 grand by J. Michael Straczynski with art by Ben Templesmith.
Right.
I'm totally looking forward to it.
Which part of that is what you're looking forward to more? The Straczynski writing or Templesmith art?
Equally, because I don't think they've ever worked together before.
Not to my knowledge.
And I'm interested in the story that Straczynski has created and is giving us with this. And I'm interested in how Templesmith is going to interpret it.
The last time Straczynski worked for Image Comics, Top Cow, he gave us Midnight Nation, which was awesome. The last time Templesmith worked for Image Comics was with Bell, which was awesome. So the two of these working together there are just going to, this is a home run.
Yeah. And we've talked about it before, but if you don't know the basic premise, it's about a guy, a mob enforcer, who finds the love of his life, decides to leave the mob life, but he gets drawn back in. In the meantime, the love of his life is murdered or killed, and he is given a chance to become a different kind of enforcer. And whenever he completes these tasks that he's assigned, he gets 5 minutes to be with the love of his life. So it's quite a dilemma, kind of a moral dilemma. What would you do to be with the love of your life? So
you've got some crime in there. You've got some supernatural. Some you might even say kind of some religious with this with some of the theme or some of the supernatural there. You have lots of different genres mixed in here, and Straczynski's the man to be able to handle story like this. I could almost see something like this being another one of those TV kind of stories.
Yeah, yeah. If it's anything like Midnight Nation, I mean, if it's able to bring that caliber of talent throughout, it's gonna be great to read.
Right.
So I'm on board. I'll be picking it up. Also out this week is the conclusion of Snapshot by Andy Diggle and art by Jock. So we will get to find out what's going on with that story, the cell phone that has pictures of people murdered found by a comic shop employee, and now he's on the run for his life. So we'll be checking that out this week as well.
You need to be talking with a finger missing while you're doing that.
I should. Snapshot joke.
That's right. It's been good.
If you've been reading Snapshot,
really good.
You know what's going on there. So 10 grand, Snapshot. I think that's really it for Image that I can.
A light week. They had a big busy week last week. Light week here, but they have more coming this May. Chain Music's the other one that I'm really looking forward to.
That's later on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Moving on. Last up, we have several indie comics that we'll be checking out that will be hitting the shelves this week. Starting with Suicide Risk #1 from Boom Studios by Mike Carey and Elaine Casagrande is going to be the artist on the book, but I'm looking forward to this. If you're not familiar with Mike Carey, he's the current writer of The Unwritten for Vertigo at DC. He also had a years-long stint on X-Men Legacy,
which was awesome. The first time I've been thrilled to read a book that had Gambit, Rogue, and Professor X in it. He did such a great job on that.
I didn't know you were such a fan. That's awesome.
I loved his work there.
But this Suicide Risk is his own creator-owned series at Boom Studios, and it takes place in its own universe. It's about a world that is experiencing the birth of superpowers due to a singular event, and more people that are endowed with these superpowers are becoming bad guys or villains than they are staying heroes. Even people that decide to be heroes end up becoming a bad guy. And this follows a cop who is all by himself trying to stem the tide, trying to fight back against these people that have superpowers. I'm not sure if he actually gets superpowers or not. I haven't been able to
I'm not sure about that. From everything, I thought he was part of a task force that was their job was to fight these super villains, I guess.
Right. I've read some more that he's chasing down some people some drug dealers, and the drugs that they're selling are actually the power.
Oh, okay.
And then what happens with that altercation sets the tone for the series.
Now, who was the artist on that again?
It's Elena Casagrande.
Yeah, I go to you. You're my go-to person for
pronunciation
of names there. So just want to make sure. Casagrande.
Hey, folks. Abu Ghraib. Yeah, that's him. That's the guy right there. Anyway, check it out. Suicide Risk #1. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good series. But time will tell. Check it out and read it and see what's going on.
Segue here. I need some directions, Chris.
Yes.
Can you help me? I need to know how to get to Sesame Street.
Oh!
We've got Sesame Street #1 coming out from Ape Entertainment here. This is the first time it has been in comics. You have Mr. Snuffleupagus, you have Big Bird, you have Cookie Monster, Grover, Elmo. You have the whole crew there. Maybe the humans too, I don't know. Bob and Gordon and, look, I was a fan, you were a fan, pick it up.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Sesame Street. That's a timely release.
It is. I don't know how, but yeah, it is.
Well, free comic book day.
Free comic book
kids.
day.
That's my connection that I'm making. So.
Oh, okay. That works for me too.
Sesame Street #1. That'll be on the shelf. By the time you see this video, it's on the shelf. You can get it. Yeah. What else you got to check out for indie comics?
Indie comics. Charismagic #1 comes out from Aspen Studios. That is only $1. It's the second volume in this series, so if you enjoy this first one, you may want to shuffle through our back issues here. I believe we have the other books from the series as well.
Yeah.
So that should be a fun little series there.
For $1.
For $1, well worth checking out.
Check it out. Also, you had something else, something you were really, really excited about.
Really excited. I'm really excited about the Black Bat.
Black Bat.
Black Bat. That is one of the pulp characters that Dynamite Studios has been Dynamite Studios.
Dynamite Comics, yeah.
Dynamite Comics has been putting out with here within the last couple of years. And this week, if you like the Golden Age characters, or if you like the pulp characters, you have triple threat there. You've got Black Bat #1, you've got Miss Fury with #2, and you've got the Spider with, I think, #11 coming out here. So tons of pulp, crime, action there. You know, a little change of pace from the superhero books.
Yeah, something different to check out. Sink your teeth into. And that Black Bat is art by Francesco Francavilla.
On cover, most likely.
Just on cover, okay.
Yeah, on cover. He does just about every single cover there for Dynamite. And
okay.
That's why I've begged and pleaded with him, and he wants to start a Kickstarter there to do an art book, and you know, just collect those covers, do something.
That'd be awesome.
His art's so great.
That would look awesome. That would be awesome.
I think that's
it.
Yeah, that's wrapping it up for me here. We've covered them all. Most importantly, we covered Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. That was the highlight. That was the big one. All right, guys, that's it for this week. These issues that we talked about are on the shelves now. So be sure to come by the shop. Go by your local comic shop. If you're here, Texarkana, Shreveport, Bossier, Louisiana area, come to Excalibur Comics here in Shreveport. Check us out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for pressing play. Be sure to subscribe, share, and like. If we've entertained you or informed you in any way, we really appreciate it. Thank you for helping our views to go up. We really appreciate that as well. And that's it. We will see you at the comic shop. Engage! Last but not least, and most importantly, this weekend, this Saturday, May 4th, 2013, is Free Comic Book Day. You got Sesame Street hitting the shelf this week that you can pick up, and along with other things for the kids, come by Saturday. We're having a Free Comic Book Day all day long. There's free comic books available. Bring your kids, bring your friends, bring your costumes, dress up, do whatever you want to do, have fun with it, but most importantly, come by and join us for Free Comic Book Day. This guy is going to be here in a Brony t-shirt. Yes, he is. I just called him out on it. He's got to do it now. So if you're not doing anything else, even if you are doing something else, cancel those plans, and we'll see you at the comic shop for Free Comic Book Day this Saturday, May 4th, 2013. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, folks.
Beverly!
Beverly! This guy.
DC hasn't been doing me right with mini books lately.
They haven't been doing you right. I love it.
Yeah.
And that guy on the cover with no shirt, he's been in our store. We ran him out. He's trying to take all the Milky Ways. Randy, what's on the list for DC that you're checking out or interested in this week?
My biggest from DC is Earth 2, number 12. I've been enjoying everything. They've been bringing in Naboo and Naboo. I lost that.
I'll cut it back.
No, Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
That's what it is. Okay.
So
yeah.
So 3, 2, 1.
I was just like,
You should have just kept going.
Naboo.
Naboo.
I just like saying the name. That's the only reason I'm reading it.
Earth 2, just for
right.
saying the name Naboo. That's cool. Is that them kids banging on the door?
Yeah.
They can get their snacks.
Children of the Corn there.
That's awesome.
$2.
All right, here we go.